What is going on, guys? I'm here for another quick emblem video. I'm gonna try and make this one a little quicker than the last couple. I don't want you guys to have to wait forever for them, but I'm gonna jump right into this. Here's a few more that you might want to see here in the next couple days. Of course, you've already seen the first couple on the right, but I'm gonna take you through this one on the right now, and we're gonna get started on that. Alright, well, basically, I'm just going to take you through, give you all the colors. There's not a lot of opacity to worry about. I can't put music in this because, of course, they don't like it when you do. But I've already seen this one on the internet, so this is like an original one. This one's just one of my renditions of them, I guess. But yeah, this is a pretty decently easy one. As long as you keep up with the steps, watch all the numbers, you should be able to catch this one pretty easy. And I hope you guys enjoy this one as well. Thanks a lot, guys. I do want to say real quick, this is all a choice of color. You don't have to use purple. You can use whatever color you want. You just want to stick to using the gradient. That way you have like shading along that fingernail there. That's what that's for, is just to make sure it looks pretty decent, like kind of like a fingernail. Because most everyone else's kind of looks pretty cheesy, so I just tried to be careful and put a little more detail into it, because a lot of people just waste their time and don't do it. But yeah, just make sure you keep an eye on the opacity, because a few of them that have popped up have opacities, and a few of them that popped up later on will have gradient as well. So watch for whenever I start doing the panty lines. Those are the ones you really want to pay attention to with the opacity. And this one as well has got gradient, and you want to make sure you keep an eye on this number here as well on the slider. And down at the bottom where it says radial or linear, because you see it makes a big difference in color if you don't have that selected correctly as well. So just be careful of that. I'm going to keep on rolling with this so you can catch all of it. Thanks, guys. A lot of these I'm not taking the time to go through and select the color. Most of the time they're either black or white. If you can't figure that out, then I don't think you need to be making something this detailed. But yeah, sometimes they are black and white just because that's what I use to do my shading and really high highlights, but most of the time they're just the same exact shade of tan. I'll still go through and show you the number every time, unless it's like a really long string of the same, like this. I'm just not even going to waste the time. If you copy and paste it correctly, you should be just stretching it around, making it fit, rotating it. Because more or less you're copy and pasting most of these almost the whole entire time. As long as you're pausing it, making sure your opacity, rotation, position, and scale are all correct, I'll cover anything else you may need to know with the gradient and all that. But whenever the time comes for the underwear to come up, I will make sure I pop in and let you know what you need. Now this is where you gotta really start being careful about the opacity, because all of these have a different opacity or a different gradient. Well, whenever we actually get into the panty line, that is. And like I said, this is all a matter of choice and color. You don't have to do the same color. I'll still show you the color wheel just because if you want to actually use it, you can use it. But it's really a matter of choice in that. That doesn't have a gradient on it, of course. Now these, on the other hand, do. believe most of these are linear, but don't quote me on that. I believe this one here is linear. Keep an eye on that number on the slider. Yeah, this is... I mean, it looks decent either way you do it. You just have to make sure your shading matches so it doesn't look patchy whenever all your lines meet up. That's really the difficult part about it. Again, I'll go back through, show you this. That way, I mean, color 1, you can choose whatever color your heart fucking desires. Make your background whatever color you desire. I'm not even going to go through and show you how to do the background unless, I mean, I'll do it just in case you decide you want to just have some shading in the background similar to mine. But more or less, you're just going to want to make sure you pick whatever color you like, stick with it throughout the whole thing, or else it's going to look really cheesy if you don't do the right color. Again, I use the same purple throughout this.